Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe for more. Essay structure explanation. Linking, the key process in reasoning. Claims are the basic material of reasoning, but they must be linked together if we are to argue and explain our points of view. We have already seen that claims that are linked to a conclusion by supporting it or explaining it are called premises. A conclusion, therefore, is a claim that is supported or explained. In this chapter we investigate this linking process in more detail. My principal goal, again, is to give you greater awareness of how you reason, in order to improve what you actually do. There are four main areas we will cover in this chapter. 1. We will examine natural language for the traces of this linking. Traces are the signals in natural language that we only half-consciously use to develop our reasoning within a narrative flow format, what you normally read and write. 2. We will look at the process of linking analytically, introducing the idea that all important relationships between claims can be shown in a diagram. Combining the diagram with a list of claims provides a clear, analytical structure format without the confusions of natural language. 3. To assist in understanding the analytical structure format, we will learn about casting the reasoning of others, as a useful exercise for skill development. 4. We consider in more detail what we need to know in order to be comfortable expressing our critical thoughts in such a format, including the way in which complex argument forms can be shown using a diagram. Links between claims. Evidence of the linking process. We can directly see claims in natural language, but linking, the process of reasoning, can only be inferred. Indirectly. Point 1. In any argument or explanation in natural language we can find the evidence of this linking process in the words or phrases that show or signal how one claim relates to another. We have already come across these words. Remember these examples? Your car is dirty, C, because you drove through some mud, P. You should wash your car, C, since your car is dirty, P. The words because and since do not pound out part of the claims, the premises and conclusions, but link them together, signaling which claim is the premise and which the conclusion. These signal words are the visible traces of the mental process of linking. Because of the richness and complexity of the English language, we rarely find evidence for every act of linking. Sometimes no link words are used because the sense of the reasoning is clear just from the arrangement of the claims. Sometimes punctuation does the job. At other times, when it is stylistically appropriate, phrases or even sentences signal the linking process. Link words are not necessarily written directly between the premises and the conclusion, but since their function is not determined by their position in a text, they can nevertheless still signal which claim is which. In all cases, the linkages are between two or more claims, so that any link words can signal that both a premise and a conclusion are present and can distinguish between them. Here are some examples. I found out today that I had passed my exam. I was elated. The order of the sentences signals that the first claim is linked to the second claim as premise to conclusion. Closing square bracket. Because I felt ill, I went home from work. Because signals that I felt ill is the reason that explains the conclusion. I went home from work. The comma serves to show that there are two claims here and, hence, that some link can be inferred. Closing square bracket. We need to learn to think. It helps us to do better at work and to do better at university. The colon separates the claims and, at the same time, links them. The sense of the sentence signals the link between the first part, the conclusion, and the second part, the premises. Closing square bracket. John has passed his final exams. This means that he is a fully qualified lawyer. The phrase, "this means that," is the linking element here. This refers to the first claim and "means that" signals that the second sentence contains a conclusion. Because the second claim is identified as a conclusion and is linked to the first, we know that John has passed his final exams is a premise. Closing square bracket. Everyone knows that Australia has great natural beauty and a marvelous climate, and that makes it clear why many tourists come here. Everyone knows that signals that a premise or premises are following it, and that makes it clear why it links these premises to many tourists come here. The conclusion that these premises explain. Closing square bracket. Exercise 3.1. Here are the 5 examples from above. Rewrite each of them so that the reasoning is the same, i.e., the same premise and same conclusion, but in a different way, thus helping you to see how natural language can vary widely and that there is an underlying logic which can be expressed in various ways. A. I found out today that I had passed my exam. I was elated. B. Because I felt ill, I went home from work. C. We need to learn to think. It helps us to do better at work and to do better at university. D. John has passed his final exams. This means that he is a fully qualified lawyer. E. Everyone knows that Australia has great natural beauty and a marvelous climate, and that makes it clear why many tourists come here. Exercise 3.2. Here are 3 claims. Using the last claim as your conclusion and the first 2 as premises, write 3 different arguments in natural language and using a variety of different linking formations. Monitor the way in which the words reflect and signal your mental processes of linking premises and conclusions. The road is wet. Wet roads increase the risk of accident. You should drive more carefully. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe for more.